Alright, I'm back with some more Photoshop AI, and today I just kind of want to get more into the actual uses of it. Last time I was just kind of messing around. I'll mess around a little bit more and make it fun, but I actually want to use it and see how good it really is, you know? So we're going to do something similar with this picture that I did with all my previous ones. I'm going to inverse it and then see how it can fill out the rest of the scene. And after a few seconds, this is what we're left with. So we got a little bit of an outline here. That's probably on my part, I would say, because of my selection, but we should be able to fix that relatively easily. So let me just grab this selection tool and see how good it can fill that in just by a quick selection. Not really going in and fine tuning it, but just with a quick selection and see how it can really fix that error. Okay, so this is the outcome after having it generate. So I can see a few issues with it. We have like kind of like lining of the original image. Just like see that? Maybe not. So a line would start here, but I feel like you definitely see maybe a line here and a little bit of line here, which I could fix hopefully with the new AI. Let's see how it will fill that in. Not gonna tell it to do anything. I'm just gonna select it, fill it. Okay, so I got rid of that pretty good, and the rest of it I'm not gonna be picky about. So what I want to do is I actually want to get rid of all these birds. So I'm gonna select the sky. See if I could select it. All right, never mind. Let me select. All right, so after a quick selection, I got pretty much the whole sky selected. And I want to mainly remove the birds here. I'm gonna try and get this rock out of the selection. Not that it really matters, but try and save as much as I can. So I'm just gonna have the whole sky selected and I'm gonna say remove the birds because I do not want to have the birds in there, and I'm gonna see how good of a job it can do. Apparently these are birds that are generated from the expansion. Alright, so this is the first result it gives us. I mean, it removed the birds, but definitely changed up the scene. And then now we're underwater. And we're also underwater again. So this is the only one that kinda gives you like the option of still having a sky. So, I don't know how I feel about that. Because we had a nice clear sky there, but we don't really have much there, and it changed up the rocks a lot. Alright, I'm gonna try changing up the prompt from remove birds to just removed objects in the sky and see if that works. Okay, this is way better. I like where it's going with this one. Like it doesn't match up 100%, but it just looks good. I like it. And then we're back to the whole underwater scene. Okay, and then this is actually really good to the original image, personally. Like that, I would take that. But for some reason, I'm digging this. Now I know that's completely not ocean related, so we'll go with this just to stick with the theme here. And then I'm going to try and add a whale in here. So in order to do that, I'm gonna try and backtrack this a little bit. Okay, let's see how well it does with this selection. It was more of a, not an opacity selection, but I'm hoping that it does kind of give that opaque look to it rather than just a whale slapped on there. I don't really like that. I can see what it's going for, but okay, now that I can see that better. There we go. That's what I was going for. I like that. Now with the top, we could definitely edit some coloring with that. But this is looking good. This is looking good. So maybe we'll add up here. We'll add like some water splash now. Water splash. Alright, so this is what we're working with so far. It's alright, but I kind of want to have like more of a splash in front and then maybe some water above too. So let's do that. And I hope it doesn't affect the dolphin too much. Maybe I'll add some more over here like that. And then water splash. Generate that in. Alright, so what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to make it more transparent, I guess. More transparent water. The way I could do that is by selecting a color here. We'll do almost 50 and paint that on. Gonna need a smaller paintbrush. Press Q, and then it will ask what I want, and then water splash. Let's see if that works. Because I want it to be like transparent through to the whale. Like we could still see the whale. No, I don't like that. Alright, so we're gonna go and try up 75 instead. Alright, so this is as good as I'm gonna get that one. Not really what I was going for, but I don't want to spend forever on it. Now I'm going to try and get some water droplets up there as well. Alright, so I think I'm going to go back to just regular selections. Then we could just do something like this. Maybe something like that. Reselect that, my bad. Then something like that. Generate that, and we'll do a water splash. Or how about water drops? Because it's not really a water splash. These would be water drops. Okay, so this one added in one water drop. Alright, after so long of messing around with this is my end result. So I'm liking how the water's jumping off like that. Looks pretty cool. Now what else I want to add to this is maybe a sun over here, just to add to it. So we'll take the free select tool and we'll add over here, I guess. It'll look good for a sun. Should we do a sunset or just sun? Nah, we'll just add in a sun, and then we'll add in the rest around it. Alright, I love the first sun that they give. And that is definitely a good looking sun. I love that too. So maybe we'll go with that. Maybe we'll stick with that. Man, all the results that they were giving me for this one just suck. We got this other umbrella, and then we got whatever that is, and then that, and that. Okay. Alright, so I decided to put in sun with sun flares over here. These are options I got. I'm liking this one the best. I think after this, I might actually change the terrain up over on this right-hand side here. I might add like maybe a mountain. We'll see what a mountain looks like, because you know, it's so easy to do. So we'll take this, take my free selection. We're gonna add a mountain just like that, and see if it can make a nice looking mountain right there. Alright, so that definitely does not look right. That doesn't look right either. Alright, what if we do a cliff instead? Cliffs are kind of like a mountain in a way, but they're more likely to be next to the ocean. Ah, come on, really? Alright, so after adding some stuff to the right side, all I did was add a cliff with the waterfall. And then, let's see, I didn't go through the waterfalls yet. Let me see which one I like the best. You know what, I like that one the best. We'll go with that one. But yeah, after all that, I think I'm gonna settle on that for my end result for this picture, you know? I'm liking this. Oh, we did a lot. We removed birds and stuff like that. We completely changed the terrain. But for that, I am happy with that. I think I'll do one more picture and then that will be the end of this. But yeah, for this picture, I am completely happy with this one. Alright, so the next image I'm doing is outer space related. Gonna play around with this pretty quickly, you know, I'm not gonna do anything serious. But I'm gonna expand it initially like I do with all of them. Just gonna invert it and then see what the AI wants to do with it. Alright, so I feel like that was pretty simple for the AI to do. Not really much to it, you know, expanded the ring a little bit. Looks great though. I think it looks pretty freaking good. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add in a spaceship. Some simple stuff, you know, we're gonna add an astronaut as well. So let's initially add in a spaceship right about here. Alright, something simple, I don't need anything crazy. But I think that looks good enough. So I'll move on from that, and then we're also gonna add in an astronaut. The astronaut, I want something close, taking up a good chunk of the frame. Astronaut. So I want the astronaut to be pretty close to the basically camera in a sense. So he pulls in a chunk of the frame. Kind of like that, but I want it to also match what how the picture is. Because the spaceship, the shadows match great. This does not match good at all. Alright, so let me do astronaut in silver. Because I don't like the white. I think the white is a little eh. Or gray. We'll do gray or silver. Same difference. Alright, so I made a bigger selection to hopefully bring the astronaut in a little bit closer. There we go. That's what I like to see. Oh, the first one, man. The first one hits great. Oh, but it takes out the background. They all take out the background, don't they? Alright, maybe I could save that by, oh man, I really want to get that background back. Alright, you know, I'll manually mask it back in real quick. Alright, so after masking some of it in, that's kind of what I ended up with right there. I think that looks pretty good. I might add like a few comets in the background. Alright, you know, I'm not sure how I'm feeling about the comet. I tried blue comet, but I don't know. I feel like it just ruins it, you know what I mean? Like, let me just drag that off. Yeah, I like that the way it is. Yeah, I don't know. I messed around with it for a while, and after adding some things, just doesn't add up. So I think I'm going to end on this final product right here. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one.